I'm Dan.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Bourbon Sauced. Welcome back for another Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. This week, we're going to enjoy some some chicken cock.
I was going to say, do you have a mouse in your pocket?
Sometimes I do.
Uh-huh.
So this one you found out in Corbin?
Kentucky, yeah. I found this one in Williamsburg at...
Was that in Kentucky also?
Yes, I don't even want to give them credit for their piss poor ability to overprice allocated bourbons.
Oh.
To atrocious prices of the tune of $500 to $600 a bottle. But this was a good deal.
Okay.
So if you're not looking for allocated, the Liquor Barn in Williamsburg, Kentucky is a great place to go find a large selection of bourbons at fairly good prices. Just don't buy their allocated shit because it's probably 3 times what it should cost.
So that's where they're making their money back is on the allocated then.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's a little, little toss up between whatever.
Well, when I say it's good deals, I'm saying it's like MSRP.
What did you pay for that?
MSRP.
Which was?
Oh, actually, I paid just under. I think I paid $62 for this.
Oh, that's
and
not
MSRP is right at 70.
Okay. So they're a little bit under, but that's good.
Yeah.
Last year, 2 years ago, we did chicken cock, but that was just
the straight bourbon.
The straight bourbon.
Yep, the blue label.
And we drank that on 2 episodes last year, or that year, because we did the Steve Lemmy episode.
Yes, we did.
And then we did the actual review by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we were really happy with that one. So I'm looking forward to this one because I've heard everything that comes out of chicken cock whiskey is fantastic.
And I may have gotten a little sneak peek in a previous trivia night live, but speaking of which, Jared back in January won the random handshake on the live.
Mm-hmm.
So it just so happened that this is what I was sipping on. So he got a handshake of this back in January.
Cool.
So those are just fun little things that being a top tier subscriber or a Patreon subscriber gets you.
Not just a Patreon subscriber, but it's definitely a top tier.
And joining
if you
me on the trivia
do
lives.
one right below the top tier, the $20 one, then you can't be entered into the quarterlies, but you'll still be involved in
everything else.
Which is cool. So you guys should check that out.
I'm being super impatient.
Go ahead, uncork it. While you do that, I'll read a little bit about this. That was pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's 70% corn, 20% rye, and 9% malted barley. So your typical mash bill that most of them have. They finished this with what they tell us, a level 3 char, which is nice. Oh, we got a heavy pour on this one.
I didn't mean to. I got a little overly zealous. I got a little overzealous. It's good juice.
But this is 100 proof.
Yes.
And it's their small batch.
Yes. So this is batch 11, barrel 9.
Okay.
So whereas they are not necessarily the oldest distillery, they are considered one of the oldest distilleries. Originally based out of Paris, Kentucky.
Right.
1856.
And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to Chicken Cock website.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go back to the episode 2 years ago and watch that episode where we talked extensively about chicken cock. We talked a lot about cock that year.
You did.
A lot of dicking around. It's got an interesting nose. A lot of vanilla. A lot of vanilla. Something.
I get like some pastry notes, candied notes, but
get some cloviness.
I get a little of the clovey.
Like a minty.
There's definitely some kind of zestiness there.
Zest. Fully clean. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Put it in your mouth.
That first sip is strange. We'll have to do a second one because that first
Oh,
one
wow.
did not match what I thought the nose was. There was something very orangey on that taste. Like not very good for me on that first one.
Ooh. I definitely get some hardcore butterscotch. Blurlers. Butterscotch, Werther's original.
All right, that's second sip.
Almost like I want to be like, give me a bit of honey.
That second
that
one,
candy, the bit of honey.
Have you had those? Fuck, I can't remember who makes the candies, but they're swirled and it's got like a creamsicle flavor. It's like orange plus white. And it's swirled. That's what I tasted in that. There's like a creamsicle in there, orange creamsicle.
Okay. I can get a little bit of orangeness.
And I think that's because of that, like honey, vanilla, orange, clovey, whatever, Werther's kind of mixing together where you get that texture of the Werther's.
The finish is very vanilla.
Not vanilla, like boring.
Vanilla toffee kind of is what I get a lot of. Vanilla, pretty much more or less like the Werther's kind of thing on the back end.
Tastes like apples to me.
Really?
Like a
big old fat red apple in a baby's arm.
Looks like that. Looks like a baby's hand holding an apple.
We're such children.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever. Hey, you know what else looks like that? A baseball bat. Baseball season's coming up. Spring training.
You gonna help them stretch out?
Yeah. I'm gonna help him out in the 7th inning stretch, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Go to some Sounds games.
Sounds games are always fun.
They're a good time.
Always.
I wish we had a major league team here. I know they tried for it, but the A's ended up going to Vegas instead.
Yeah, but I mean, Vegas has the money.
Nashville's got money too. They just don't have I don't think they have the real estate for it. They're putting up so many like apartments and houses and stuff down there.
Yeah, I could see that as not being a thing.
But
I mean, you would basically have to share with the AAA team till you get your own stadium.
That would be awkward. I mean, it is a nice stadium, but geez, that would.
Yeah, but I mean, they already shared with the Oakland Raiders, so it would have been okay. It would have been fine.
Fine.
You share with the football team. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
We literally take your stadium and convert it from a football field to a baseball field and vice versa.
I think the other chicken cock was better than this one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. To be honest. I'd love to get that Chanticleer or whatever that other one's called.
Chanticleer? Chanticleer, save us.
And if anybody out there knows where you can find it, let us know. We'll figure something out.
Oh, I found it.
You found it?
I found it.
But it was just too much?
I found it.
We'll have to figure that out.
I found it.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. It's got a good, like, caramely color to it.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy it.
Let's go to the board.
Going to the board.
A few moments later.
All right.
Revisiting this, I do get a lot of corn up front.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't get hardly any.
You know, as a chicken would be fed that cracked corn.
Yeah.
That's chicken food. That's what it smells like.
I get a lot of
a hen house.
You brought it up. I get a lot of that like creamsicle on the nose, and then on the palate, I get that creaminess of the butterscotch with your creamsicliness. But I still get. It reminds me. I think more and more it reminds me of like a bit of honey, that candy.
I don't get that, but I understand where you could.
Yeah.
Because there is like a little linger of honey at the end.
Well, and I don't just mean it from the honey perspective, because the bit of honey, it's kind of like a Werther's original meets honey, kind of, and it gives you that toffiness.
Right.
So,
well, on that, what did you give it for smell?
7.
Yikes. Okay. I did a 5.
I enjoyed the nose.
Yeah. It was okay for me.
Taste?
I did a 7.
I did a 7.
That's why I said it shocked me.
Yeah.
Like the smell, I was like, but then the taste, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I did a 7.
So it was like, all right. Drinkability?
8.
I did 6.
Okay. I could sit and drink this whole bottle.
Yeah. And then price?
6.5.
Oh, I went 5.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It could be better, but share it?
Yes, of course,
yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely, this is a definite share.
Yeah. And then overall?
7.25.
5.75. Not
So
too bad,
we were
Ricky
a little
Bobby.
off there compared to where we are.
Normally we're closer than that. I think I was just anticipating.
I think it just didn't quite measure up to your expectations.
That's right. It definitely didn't.
Yeah. It fell short.
It did. It
in your needs.
It just couldn't fill me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It didn't meet your needs, right? It wasn't very filling for you.
Yeah. It's just something I could sit on, but not that I'd want to.
All right. I can understand that.
It's just doesn't do it for me.
For me, it was quite enjoyable.
Well,
And it would...
it wasn't as good as the other.
I would repeat it.
It wasn't as good as the other chicken cock that I've had.
I don't even remember what we rated the other one. I would be curious to go back and see what we rated the other one.
You guys should go back and look at that one. 2 years ago, go find our chicken cock review.
Now I'm going to have to go back and look at that one because I'm curious to see.
I think we rated it really well. I think that was like the second highest one we rated that year.
Yeah. Because chicken cock is permanently in my top 10 bourbon choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lofty expectation that they have to keep up then. You heard that, chicken cock? You better get your shit straight. Get your hens in a row.
They are current. They have been for the last 2 years in my top 10.
Yeah, that was interesting when you found that other bottle. I was like, chicken cock. I was like, what? And then we tried it. I was like, okay.
Just put it in your mouth. You'll like it. You'll like it.
Well, because we had the fighting cock before that. So I was like...
that was great because you're like, oh, absolutely not. I'm like, oh, no, we're gonna.
I was like, what is with you and these cock bourbons? What the hell?
I guess, they just gravitate to me.
Yeah.
Or I gravitate towards them.
Yeah. Something to it, maybe. Runs in the family, I guess.
We're not even going to step on that one. All right.
Well, if you guys aren't following us on our Patreon, nor watching us on a TikTok, you probably should, because following this, the following Wednesday, there's going to be trivia. And not just any trivia.
And you got to be a member of Patreon in order to get a chance.
But it's clever trivia based on what you watched in this review. It could be like a keyword we said. It could be a funny phrase we said. It could be how I'm holding my glass, for instance. You never know. There's something strange in a neighborhood.
And it seems like the word for this episode was cock.
Well, yeah, you gotta be cock strong to be able to hang around us. You know what I'm saying?
You like to point out like my phrase or word of the episode. Well, I think our combined word of the episode was cock.
Yeah, you gotta be a little cocky,
right?
Every once in a while. That's fine.
Just don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick.
Check out Deployment Cigars too. They've got some fantastic things going on over there. Good deals. They've got humidors that you can get that have cigars. Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Are really cool because they're ammo can humidors.
We're a couple months now into ticket sales, so Kentucky Bourbon Festival. If you haven't gotten your tickets, make sure you do that before they sell out. And we are intentionally going to try to be there this time.
I'll basically more or less somewhat kind of be retired, so I'll be there.
You'll be there. One of us will be there for sure.
I'll be there with bells on. And I might even have a little chicken cock with me.
Might have a little cock. Chicken cock.
The small batch kind.
Yeah.
No wonder it didn't live up to your expectations. It was the small batch.
What? See? Small one.
He's more of the foolproof kind of guy.
That's right. Bring me the full Monty.
He's like, hit me with your best shot.
So, make sure you check out all those things. and buy some merch. All that helps grow our channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your friends. We appreciate all of you that do follow and do those things already, but those of you aren't doing it, you should be. And until next time, drink your favorite drink. Hopefully it's bourbon, and get sauced. Cheers.
Cheers.